The algorithms and AI are rotting your brain and distorting your reality. You've got to seize your reality back. On that happy note, I'm Jim VandeHei.
And I'm Mike Allen, co-founder of Axios. We're going to tell you why your reality is more messed up than you think and how to fix it.
We run a news company, so it's hard for me to say this, but the news doesn't shape people's reality anymore. It's formed by the YouTube videos that you watch, by the podcasts you listen to, by the people you follow on your social media feeds, by the people you're talking to at dinner, and that commingles with the news, and that creates your reality. And the big shift that most people haven't come to grips with is that there's like hundreds of thousands of different bubbles where people are having their reality formed by all those things I talked about that turn and produce a reality that is very, very different from what other people are living and experiencing.
Yeah, and this is such a change. Like all the time that we were growing up, the LA Times was in your driveway and most of the driveways on your block, right? And where I grew up in Orange County, California, people watched Channel 4 News or Channel 7 News, and they were all getting the same input. Now, it's a Substack, it's a podcast, it's a conversation, it's a text, it's an email. That becomes your reality.
And the number of times that you or me, our smartest friends, probably anybody watching this video, have had to say in the last month, "Oh, that's interesting. Is it real?" That never happened before. It's because there is so much manipulated content out there, so much fake content out there, that even the smartest people that we know are being duped.
The other morning, you sent me a frame from a video that looked like it had come from President Trump's Truth Social feed.
Is this real?
This can't be real.
The White House is responding to rare bipartisan blowback after a video that included a racist clip of the Obamas depicted as monkeys. That video posted on President Trump's social media account on Friday.
Even for us, it was hard because as you were searching through True Social, trying to find the video, find the clip, I was on X trying to find out like other people with credibility who were retweeting it or were commenting on it. And there were people there saying it's fake, and there were people there saying it was real. So like, luckily, like we can call the White House, we could find out it was real. We ended up writing a story about it, but it just shows you. And imagine you're not in the news. Imagine you don't have a half hour to go through the process that we did. That's one little microcosm of what happens all day. Hell, I send you a number of things each week where you're like, yeah, that's interesting. It's just not real.
Important if true, a great Civil War headline that is now more applicable.
Here's the thing. It's not your fault. Like, the truth is, like, these algorithms know you, know us better than you know you and we know us. And they play to your passions and your desires, not necessarily to what you need. And that's why so much of your feed lights up with things that might not be the healthiest for you to consume, but do play into either your partisan passions or even sort of your darkest interests. And just knowing that is a massive change.
One of the consequences of our reality pouring into us rather than us going out and seeking it is that we don't really know where we heard any particular thing. So you've heard something about someone or about events, and you're not sure where you read it or saw it, and therefore you aren't sure if it's true because you don't know if it came from the New York Times or from TMZ.
And the big why it matters is if we don't have a shared reality, how the hell do we even figure out how to run and start a business? How do we govern ourselves? How do we know whether we can trust our neighbors? And that's why this is almost a national emergency, that people have to figure out a way to clean up their feed, to be able to clean up the reality so that they can lower their anxiety and that collectively we can make better decisions.
When we started Axios a decade ago, like the biggest problem was a red reality and a blue reality, Republicans, Democrat, the Fox effect, the MSNBC effect. Now, those are the good old days. Now, people have 20 realities, very rarely see anyone else's.
I think in the New World Order, information inequality is going to be the biggest delineation mark between success and failure. And the reason is that if you have high quality information, if you know how to filter it like you do, right? You write a morning newsletter, you know how to filter high quality news, you know the right reporters, you know the right substackers. And I've watched you almost develop like a bionic brain over the last couple of years. Well, that's different if you're on the other side of information inequality and you're a prisoner to that algorithm and all that mush and garbage is coming in and you're getting anxious and you're getting, quite frankly, dumber. Think about the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Unlike income inequality, you can instantly affect this. You can instantly take control of your feed.
So what do you do about this? How do you fix it? We have to treat our brain as our most important muscle. So we think nothing of going to the gym for the rest of us,
Yeah.
but we also have to train our brain.
Listen, there's 4 specific ways that people can do what you said, clean up their brain, like do the right exercise. One is just to recognize the problem, like to listen to this and take it to heart, to realize that your algorithm is not controlled by you and that your reality is shaped by the inputs that you're putting in to your mind. Just doing that, just recognizing you have this reality and that you yourself, you can, this is one of the rare things in life you control. You can seize back your reality.
Similarly, you can clean your feed. Another way to control your reality is to clean up what's coming at you. If you just go head first into the For You part of your feed, if you just go head first into what the algorithm is feeding you, you're going to have slop, you're going to have junk, you're going to have stuff that's not true. So focus your feed just the way you would what you read in real life. Focus your feed on sources that you trust, sources that have a track record of doing the best they can to portray reality as it exists and focus on those sources.
Well, and 2 things are true at once, and this is hard for people to get their heads around. There's more good information available to the 6 billion plus people on Earth that have internet connectivity across more topics for free than at any point in the history of humanity. So there's more great content, more high quality content, more access to content than ever. At the same time, there's more crap, more manipulative crap, more garbage, more fake news, more attempts by foreign actors to play off of your emotions than ever before. So both of those things are true. And if you don't actively take control, like this is like the thing I try to tell everybody I meet is like, it's like everyone's sitting back waiting for some hero to come in, them come and fix this. Government's not going to fix it. The businesses are not going to fix it. There's only one group of people. There's only one way to change this. It's for you to change. You have to take control of you. You have to take control of your reality. And there are very specific ways that you can do that. Just go through and unfollow people who are pumping crap that irritates you or doesn't feel like it's real. And be more conscious of putting people into your feed that you feel like, oh, they're smart or they're offering a perspective or intelligence that's making me a better person or helping me see reality more clearly.
A third thing you can do is pick an anchor of broad truth. What is a source? What is a person that you trust that when the world is blowing up, you can see what they say, what they think, and that can give you a place to start informing your own views.
I mean, it's why we started Axios. Obviously, we're biased. We think Axios is a great source to do it. But I'd also say the Wall Street Journal, if you can afford it, or the Financial Times, or, the New York Times, if you put aside their editorial page. Like, basically find a source of news, follow it for some period of time. And if it seems to you like they are getting to the closest approximation of the reality, that's a good anchor. Have that every day because it anchors you in what are the biggest topics and what are the kind of the smartest people saying about it and thinking about it. Doesn't mean it's infallible, but it's pretty damn good.
Another thing you can do is pour in trusted sources instead of doom scrolling. You control your feed.
Yes, and this is where the bounty that's on the internet is awesome for you, right? There are so many people on YouTube, so many people with Substack, so many people with podcasts, so many people that you can follow that are actually really smart and have a lot of domain expertise, right? If you care about your health and longevity. Someone like Huberman, who has a lot of free content on social media, a lot of free content on his own site, is like has a medical background. I think that's like you could get more good information from him alone than you could have gotten a decade ago trying to sift through a bunch of different newspapers that barely covered health topics. And that's true of almost every single topic. There's really smart people out there. Derek Thompson is a person that I follow that just thinks broadly about AI and others. He has a Substack, used to be at The Atlantic. Is he a little partisan? He is, but I also know that he's a really smart person because I've been reading his stuff each and every week for over a year, and I find that it really helps me think more deeply about big cultural and business and technological trends.
Yeah, you can do that with tech as well. We've started like the Moonshot podcast that whatever Silicon Valley is talking about, they usually capture it, including the ability to live forever is the newest one. It turns out if we can live 6 more years, we just might have eternal life.
And that's the other beauty of the modern ecosystem is like even us as reporters, if you went back 10 years, we didn't have unlimited access to what Elon Musk was thinking or what Mark Zuckerberg is thinking or what the smartest investors are thinking. All of these people go on podcasts. Almost all of those podcasts are on YouTube, and you can go and listen to them. Like instead of spending an hour scrolling through stupid stuff, go listen to the brightest minds on the topics you care most about and hear them unfiltered. Like what a great way to expand and give yourself like a more panoramic view of the world than to listen to the smartest people. Yes, they have their own agenda and we all have our deficiencies, but you kind of know who's smart. You know who you kind of wish you were more like. Go listen to them. What a gift.